It's literally like 7:30 in the morning, and it is 23 degrees outside right now. But today is Saturday, and it's dyno day. So we're gonna be taking the 2021. After we made all the modifications to it, basically every bolt on we can do that, you know, I got time to do right now for parts at least. And we're gonna put it back on the dyno today. And we got a special guest checking in today. We got Trav from over at Mac and GTV bringing his bone stock 2021 ZX10R over for a comparison. So the plan is to put his bike on the dyno first, get the numbers for his, and then put mine on the dyno right behind it, and then see what the difference is between the two bikes with bolt-ons and bone stock. So all right, let me get the bike loaded up, and then we're gonna make our way over to Motorcycle Mall, and we'll talk some more over there. Just like that, we got the bike all loaded up. And it's time to go and see the wizard. As you know, they say in the Wizard of Oz, we're off to see the wizard, the wonderful wizard of Motorcycle Mall. All right, let me grab the rest of the stuff I need and then make this journey. You gotta come there. You gotta tell us. You gotta tell us the predictions.
So with everything that's on here, which is absolutely nothing, I'm gonna guess. No, undermining Ricardo's skills or anything, but I'm gonna guess stock 167. 167.
Not involving my skills.
Yeah. I want you to prove me wrong. That's why I said 167.
He said 167. Let's see if you'll rethink this. My bike, bone stock, on this same dyno, on the base of the same conditions, made 178.
178. Oh, okay. So okay. So 172. I'm gonna say that.
All right. So
172. 172.
172 bone stock is his guess. Let's find out.
And powder coated rims add weight, so you gotta account for that.
Oh yeah, I forgot. And for those that's wondering, this is literally back-to-back pulls of a bone stock ZX10R 2021 and a bolt-on 2021 with no flash. We also got another brand new bone stock, I think just broken in maybe. Like 177. Ooh, look like he got 179. Y'all to see his fucking face when he talking about 167 and 172.
Oh,
look what this man did.
Shit.
180. That's a bone stock bike with some heavy powder coated rims on it. He probably would have had 181 if he didn't have the powder coated rims on there.
Oh.
Keep it in mind, the bike already have some miles, so it's like it's already broken in.
Yep.
Compared with his bike that he had 0 miles when he came to the dyno. I broke it in a little bit. So that's why there's a gap.
Right.
It's not because his bike, because you're gonna see that bike's not gonna do the same.
Right.
Because there's no miles. So it's gonna be hard to duplicate those numbers.
2021. I think he's gonna heat cycle it and do a little break in and then do some pulls. What are we thinking? What you got? 178.
76.
Give me some predictions on the
It's like the price is right for the bike.
178 too.
Marshall, it's your bike. What do you think?
I gotta keep it low and be humble at 177.
We got two 177s, two 78s, and 176, right? Yeah. That sucks that we can't adjust it. Once Willis get into it, but like on the Jixer, you got settings in the Jixers. This one don't got settings. That one's lower, so it's quicker.
But either way, you can still adjust the picture. The picture can adjust.
Yeah. But to maximize it, you obviously need some form of race tools.
Fucking bikes, man.
It's crazy.
This man went to my gym floor.
Stock, bone stock.
That's disgusting. That's
2021 bone stock. How many miles on it? No, right there.
14 miles.
14 miles.
fucking
And a 100 LL. So if you take the 100 LL, it should be at 178 and 79 mark as like his bike made it. Like if you compare this line to your line, which we can do it right now, it's pretty much the same thing. Like there's not a lot
it's
of
very
changes.
identical.
Yeah.
Extremely identical.
Yeah.
Only like road factors would really determine like the differences.
And
between the
like,
two.
so there's a lot of, there's a couple variants that it might change a little bit, which is the weight of your rear tire, which is not the same as this one.
Right.
So that will change a little bit because you already changed your tires on your bike, so that will, will actually make a difference.
So the blue line is Trav's bike, and then the red line is this bike.
Am I the meanest?
Sure enough.
Am I the prettiest?
Sure enough.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Sure enough.
Well, who am I?
So we over here at Motorcycle Mall, and we're about to put the 2021 on the dyno, and we're speaking with Ricardo about his dyno today.
So the reason why we have that portion over there, that's our intake, okay? Up here we have our exhaust system. And the reason why this room is set up like this, it's because when we decided to build a dyno room, we contacted DynoJet, and DynoJet said, okay, here's the dimensions, and you guys need to use this specific company that it builds custom enclosure rooms for dyno rooms. So they came over here, they installed, they built everything for us. After that, we need to call the third party to come over here and certify both systems, the intake, exhaust, because it needs to have a specific pressure inside of the dyno room in order to work the way it is. So like even the windows are, it's not a double window, it's like technically we have 4 windows right there, like for the sound and everything else. As far as software, we have the latest, the greatest from DynoJet. We actually don't need to do nothing. He updates himself every single time the update comes out. We use the latest updates available for the dyno as a hardware. And as far as the rest of the setup, what a lot of people they don't know is the most important part It's a sensor. I have a spare one. It's a sensor just like this. This is atmospheric sensor. And what this does is it reads air temperature, humidity. If this is not reading properly, the dyno values will be off, like way off. So for you guys to see where mine is set up, they come with this length of cable. And obviously because of the machine is in here, I don't have a lot of room. So this have a magnet on the back and it's always in here. So if this is flowing correctly, as this little fan grabbing the air, coming out on the exhaust, it will be reading right. As you guys can see, dates. So that's for today, Saturday. We have temperature and humidity. This is inside of the dyno room right now. So that means, for example, if I come over here and start producing heat, like I just put my hand around the sensor, look what's happening. Temperature is going up. So this is extremely sensitive. So like, as long as it's there and it's reading the air that is coming into the dyno room, it should be good with no problems. Every single bike.
Okay.
Every single bike, I use standard numbers. I dyno all the bikes with the same tire pressure. I run the center of the axle always in the same position, so I try to be more consistent as possible all the time.
Yeah, we know consistency is key. So what we're gonna do today, we got the homie Mac and G TV in here, Trav.
Sir.
So Trav has got his 2021 here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna run mine on the dyno since we already got it hooked up. And then we're gonna put Trav's bike on there, and his bike is bone stock. And we're gonna compare the two. And then we also got a third 2021. Yes, I said a third. This is gonna be the only time, I guarantee you, you'll ever see 3 of them back to back to back on the same dyno on the same day. So that way you get a nice, good comparison to what's going on.
We have the same setup as the RR is running right now, like a 2021. We done the same thing just to compare the mid-range from what we've done, and it's pretty awesome because so this is a bike. While I was working on it, like as you guys can see over here, like this is pull number was one of them, like 18 or 38. This is just to give idea what the bike can do, and it's still a restricted ECU, which we are not sure if they did restricted more or no. We don't know what's inside of there.
Yeah.
This is just like we are trying to squeeze as much as we can out of it without going into the ECU. And that's what we done. We got it 189 and like even
Oh my
here,
God!
which is our concern, is the mid-range.
No way!
It's pretty much the same. Actually, there is some areas where it actually makes more.
Yeah.
So the 204 max horsepower one.
Right about 9.
That's the 204 and the 200 are from a 2020 ZX10
Gotcha.
with some parts on it.
Okay.
Hey Ricardo, can you bring up the last time we was here, bone stock versus this time?
Yes. So let me go by the date. So this was 1204. Okay. This is one of the last pulls, as you guys see.
And this is a 2021?
This is the
That's
two
mine.
last pulls.
That's mine stock.
So this is the stock base. The blue is stock. The blue is the 2021.
The two first ones. The two first ones are the last two pulls when the bike was here. And let me provide a little bit more info so we can display all the conditions.
All right, so we got temperature, we got humidity, all STD, and red and blue is when the bike was here the first time, bone stock out of the crate with no bolt-ons or nothing. And you can see the most it made was 178 with 82 foot-pounds of torque. And this time with the bolt-ons, exhaust, and all that good stuff, we were 189 with 86 foot-pounds of torque. It's a big increase for a stock bike.
You want to see another correction factors?
Amazing.
What's the correction factors? I thought that was
SCIE,
what the
DIN.
1.0 was. Oh, you talking about the different ones? Nah, I don't care about that stuff. There we go. So 189, the first two numbers are when it was bone stock when we had it here, and then 189 is what we got today. Pretty good for a bike that's not flashed with just bolt-ons. And we still got some other stuff we can do to free up even more horsepower.